Hey everyone, Beth Barany here of How to Write the Future podcast. In this podcast, I teach you tips and tools on how you can write your science fiction and fantasy novels. And specifically, I care very much about using story to create positive, impactful worlds that we then impact our readers with. So today I'm going to talk about how you can start your 2025 strong with writing resources. And of course, if you're listening to this after 2025, time travel, haha. Also, these resources are evergreen and most likely will still be around because they have been around for a long time. I've been in business for 18 plus years and helping writers for actually a lot longer than that. So I'm very excited to bring to you today a few of my resources that I think that you will like. All right, so calling up my notes here. Now there's a lot of wonderful resources I could share with you. So I am coming up. So I have chosen some of them to share with you today. So the first up is, and in no particular order because I love all of these things. If you are a writer working in your first draft, you might be wondering about point of view. And you might be wondering, how do I deepen my point of view? Let me tell you, I have a book on that topic written by Alice Gaines. Now, Alice is a wonderful writing teacher and a working writer. And we teamed up and she taught a fabulous workshop to my community. And then we turned that into a slim, practical book that will help you take the steps you need so that you can create deep point of view. It's called Mastering Deep Point of View, Simple Steps to Make Your Stories Irresistible to Your Readers. Alice Gaines is a USA Today bestselling author. It's a short book at 61 pages. Great pocket size, and of course it's also available in print and digital, and I really recommend it if you are looking for some very specific craft techniques on how to deepen point of view. Next up, I want to highlight a free resource. If you are wondering how to do this whole novel writing thing and you just want a snapshot little mini workbook, I highly recommend my Trust Your Creative Heart roadmap. I put everything that I know into this high-level overview that comes with a little workbook and even with little free modules that you can listen to and get to know the process of how do you go from idea to finished product. And if you want something more after this free workbook, I highly recommend that you check out my Plan Your Novel Like a Pro and Have Fun Doing It book. This book is available in print and in digital where all books are sold. I co-wrote it with my husband, Ezra Barany, who is a thriller writer, because we have two very different approaches to story development. This book not only will help you go from seedling to finished outline or plan, but it will walk you through every step of the way. There's over 30 chapters, and it also comes with a nice digital workbook, and I highly recommend that. So if this is the year that you are deciding, I'm going to write my novel, I'm going to edit my novel, I'm going to publish my novel. Maybe you aren't going to do all of those things in this year, but maybe you want to do one of them. And if you are struggling with starting your first draft or actually finishing your first draft, I have a highly customized, personalized one-on-one program that I have put together to help writers just like you. It's called Start or Finish Your Novel 101 Mentorship Program. It's really designed for us to be in coaching sessions together. It's 5 coaching sessions for $2,000. Yes, it is not cheap. I work with people who want and crave that one-on-one, highly customized experience because you want to get your book done. And often the difference between not working on it and working on it is having an experienced guide like myself helping you with it. So go and check that out if that is right for you. Now, if you're further along and you've written your first draft of your science fiction or fantasy novel or some wonderful speculative fiction blend, then come and check out our group mentorship program. This is a 12-month small group mastermind program with myself and my husband, who are both professional novelists, that will help you take your first draft and then get it ready for publication. We understand all the hard work that you put into creating your first draft, and congratulations, that's amazing. I know what that's like. I've written like 20 manuscripts. I know what that's like. We'll help you transform your draft into a publish-ready masterpiece. If you're ready for this level of commitment and learning and fun in our small group that takes place over 12 months, come and check that out. Enrollment is open all the time, and it does require 12 months of a commitment minimum. You may not get your book completely everywhere where you want it to go in 12 months, and that's okay. This is a wonderful incubator environment where you can come get all your questions answered, get feedback on your work if you want to work at the intermediate or advanced level, and be in a small group where you get to give support, receive support, and learn how to give feedback, and learn the craft of fiction, and learn how to turn your manuscript into something that you are proud to publish. So excited about that. I'm really here as a working novelist, as a writing teacher, and as a coach, a creativity coach who focuses on books. So you can also call me a book coach. And I want to say that this is my passion. This is my life. And I create all of these products and services because I'm passionate about this process, and because also I'm the kind of person who needs to have her own process, and because I have the experience and interest of being a teacher, I can turn all of that into something that is usable and doable for you. Now, of course, I have a lot more resources. So if you just want to get started with us, you could start with the World Building Workbook for Fiction Writers, which a lot of podcast listeners have started with, so that you can work through and think through all of the world building for your story world. And one last thing, if you don't even know where to begin, I totally get it. Oh my God. I spent from age 18 to about 28, 29, I really did not know how to be a novelist. I really wanted to be a novelist, but I didn't know how to be a novelist. And so all I knew how to do was write and keep a journal. And I started with journalism, and that was a really good place to begin. And I read a lot and learned a lot and read a ton of books about writing. All that to say, I know it can take a long time. And I really respect that it takes time to be ready to take the next step. So if you want to just start and dabble at the smallest level, then I highly recommend that you check out my newsletter. It's called Creativity Sparks. And when you sign up for Creativity Sparks, you will also get a 5-day Writer's Motivation mini course, which will allow you to journal for yourself, and you're invited to share your answers with me about your creative process, about what you want as a writer. So that's often a really great place to begin, is in a small course that asks you one question at a time. It's 5 days. You can email me your answers. I will get them, and I do respond. All right, that's it for these resources for you in 2025 and beyond. If there is something that you want as a writer, please let me know. Go ahead and contact me at Beth Barany through all the socials, my website, bethbarany.com. You'll see my contact page, beth@bethbarany.com. It's very easy to contact me, and just go ahead and let me know, what is the resource that you would like? What are you yearning for as you look forward into 2025 and beyond? What is it that you wish for? What is it that you yearn for? I'd love to hear. All right, that's it for this week, everyone. Write long and prosper.